This video was brought to you by Primal Driven and JDMbrand.com.
Hello guys, it's Mike. Sorry I'm backing up right now, but I thought about an interesting topic and I was like, you know what? The car culture has changed a lot in the 10 years I've been driving. Not that old. And it's changed a lot more probably in like say 20 years really. And I wanted to kind of, oh man, I hate speed bumps. Don't you guys hate speed bumps? I can't imagine if I was lowered. I'm sorry, I went off topic, but if I was lowered, oh, it would drive me nuts. And I'm gonna stock height. Speed bumps are killing me, but my mud flaps are really low, so, oh, see? Just, oh. My dog doesn't like it, that's for sure. He's like, what the heck's going on? Anyways, well, why, man, I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh, how the car culture has changed across, say, 20 years or so. And what I did notice was that it used to be like dominated by Hondas, Acuras, but now when you look at what the car culture is now, Hondas and Acuras aren't the big car culture anymore. It's still like the older Honda Civics are still there and they pop around all the time, but the majority of car culture is revolving around Subarus, Evos. I guess I do see S2000s still, 350Zs, 370Zs. Now the FRS is around, the BRZ is around. So all the cars are a lot nicer now. But when I look back, how it's changed specifically was back then when I remember like Honda Civics and Acura Integras, like the hot items back then. They were like, man, everyone wanted one. Everyone wanted either a hatch or they wanted a lowered Integra. And mods are different. It was about performance mods, but the exhausts were like ridiculously loud and kind of annoying. And then if you guys remember, like the LED and the underglow lights were real popular. People were all about like chopping the springs to make them lowered. Just a bunch of ridiculous stuff. But over time, what I did notice was the culture got more sophisticated in the sense that people are willing to spend a little bit more money on their car. I think part of the reason why is a lot of us are buying more expensive cars because, to be honest and truthful, Subarus are kind of expensive, along with Evos and S2000s. They're just not cheap cars at all. And a lot of the younger people are getting into the Subaru market, partially because they're more affordable now, because the used ones are, say, the 2002s or 2005s or whatever are more affordable. But I think people are willing to spend more money on their car because they want their car to look a specific way. And I think a big driving force to that is probably the Instagram, social media in general. Because before, when I was looking around at cars, I didn't have a lot of options of examples of other cars. I had like, I think it was Car Domain, where you can like look at other people's cars. But that was about it. And then now you have like Instagram hashtags. So you can hop on Instagram, bam, look up lowered Subaru, boom, you have a bunch of examples of lowered Subaru. So now people are seeing all these examples and they're more willing to, man, I want that specific wheel, I want that specific paint or whatever, and they're willing to spend money on it. So what I'm trying to say is that the way it's changed is cars are more expensive, they're more fancy, and people are willing to spend a lot more money on it. And it's not to say that a lot of people are doing the same things. I know people are still chopping the springs, which is really bad, but a lot of people are lowering the cars. They have different options of like static lowering on coilovers, or they're doing where they're putting bags on their cars, where they have the option of lowering and raising the car. You know, people have a bunch of different options, and I personally love the fact that I got to kind of see the big boom of the car culture. And if you guys didn't watch my other video about Paul Walker, was, you know, I thanked him for kind of being the driving force behind the car culture, where Fast and Furious came along and people were just like, whoa, what's Fast and Furious, boom, and then all of a sudden everyone wants to mod the car, do all this to the car, and he opened the entire market up to merchandise, products, parts, and it made a better consumer place for us because it allowed us to buy more stuff. So the car culture has changed a lot in style, but the drive for people who want to get or want to modify the car is still there. And I love it because with my passion as a young kid, I've always loved cars, and it continued on into my adulthood, and I don't think it'll ever change. no matter how little or how much money I make, I think I'm always going to be driven to modify my car. I may not be as extreme as other people, but I still have a certain love for it. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think of how the car culture has changed? Do you think it's changed a lot? Do you think it hasn't changed? I mean, how old are you? That has to do a lot with what you perceive as changes in the car culture. I want to hear it. I want to hear what you guys think. But let me know in the comments. Thanks guys for watching. Follow me on Instagram. I'll talk to you guys another time. What's up guys? It's Mike. Holy crap, 30,000 subscribers. I can't even tell you guys how much I appreciate it, how excited I am that we have reached 30,000 milestone on YouTube. It's amazing. 30,000, that's a big number. And honestly, it's all thanks to you guys. Without you guys, I'm being